Beautiful, very beautiful. Great, well, welcome to this wonderful event. And this is a very rare and special treat. We have the Boston String Academy. First of all, you've done a beautiful job. This is really beautiful playing. You are a wonderful leader. You're a fantastically expressive leader. And for the conductors there, a great lesson here in the way you're expressing the music through your body and giving a lot of information. At the moment, you're doing so much that you're taking away from their energy, interestingly enough. There's a wonderful story of the Italian soldiers in the trench, and the captain gets out of the trench and he starts talking to the soldiers. He gives a speech. He said, "Andiamo avanti per la patria, per Garibaldi," and so he gets very excited. And then he draws his sword and he says, "Soldati avanti," and he runs forward, and the soldiers all say, "Bravo, capitano, bravo, bravo, bravo." So what we want to do now is for you to get your energy to go into the players and have them take over and be more energetic. Because at the moment they're saying, "Bravo, capitano." Do you understand that? Yes. So let's do that. And then the other thing that I want to tell you about English music is that it's very calm. And there's something about the English, they never get very excited about anything. I remember there's a lovely story. My mother was very excitable. She was Jewish and she was in England during the war. And I remember I was walking with her and there was a gentleman cutting the hedge. And she got very upset. She said, "Don't you understand? Hitler's in Paris. He's going to be here in 3 weeks and you're cutting the hedge." He went on cutting. And he said, "First of all, Mrs. Zander, I very much doubt that he'll be here in 3 weeks. And moreover, if he comes, he'll certainly want the hedges cut." So there's a kind of calm. And you notice this is written allegro piacevole, easy, with warmth, with ease. So should we do that? So you're going to deliver the intensity into their playing and get more ease, piacevole. Do you all know what piacevole means? Pleasing. Pleasant, with beauty.
And if you want, you could also lead, and I can play from the.
Well, you're going to play?
Yeah,
Yeah. Should we do
Yes,
that?
let's do it.
Okay, so you're going to lead?
No, you lead.
Okay, all right, here we go. Let's try. 1, 2, 1. Yeah. 1, 1. Now we're going to do another thing. Now we're going to do it without conductor. So you're going to be the leader of the cellos. You're going to be, who's leading the seconds? He's leading, there? You're leading the second, you're leading the first. So see whether you can do it without me, okay? Without anybody. Here we go. Isn't that interesting? Because since there's no conductor, you have to be more energetic. All of you have to be more energetic. So imagine you're all leading, and you have to all be energetic, and you have to lead the seconds. So try once again, and the violas are going to start. So who's leading the violas? Are you leading the violas? So you have a big gesture at the beginning. Here we go. Oh, yes! And now, and make sure that you've got all of them playing together. Ready? Get inside his sound. Are you ready? Here we go. And and now you. Wow, isn't that amazing? They don't need a conductor at all. And what happens now is everybody becomes a conductor. Every single player in the orchestra becomes a conductor. You don't really need somebody out there waving their stick. That's bad news for us, right? But if you have a really good group and they're all paying attention and listening and watching, you don't actually need a conductor. We try one more time, and this time everybody's going to conduct. You're going to be the conductor of this whole thing, right? And you too, and you too, and you too, and you too, everybody. Here we go. All the violas leading together. One thing that a conductor has to have is eyes that are alive. So if you look at her eyes, see how alive she's like this. So if everybody looked like that, everybody look like that. And the audience too, like that. They've come 15 hours, right? Look at their eyes, right? There. All right, now since your eyes are all alive, are you ready all together? Here the violas, and eyes, 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 eyes. Everybody, eyes. Go on. One thing that's very special about English music is the sound that the strings make. It's warm, it's rich. You know, Elgar was a violin player, and he was a professional violin player, and he loved beautiful sound. So if we can try from the second part, first part is great already, do from the second part, is that from B, and make a really, really gorgeous, gorgeous sound. Here we are, B, and you're going to lead. One. Good. Oh, do you notice when he lifted his hand like that? That's a breath. So now instead of just lifting your hand, actually breathe, as if you were a choir. All together, breathe. Do you actually need to look at the music? Do you think? No. Well, when the moment comes, what's your name? Ryan. When the great moment comes and you find the woman of your dreams, and you go up to her and you say, "I love you," she'll say, "Come back in a year." So the more you can get your head out of the score, the better it is, okay? So you don't need to look what comes next. Okay, B, everybody, and you're looking up and you're making him look up. Ready? Here we go. Yes, there we now, do you see that, and you because of the way you were leading, they all lifted their bows and played with more energy too. Everything depends on the person in the front, giving the power away, right? So it's up to you. Ryan, here we go, big breath. Yes! Yeah, can you do this? B is piano, right? And then it says mezzo forte. Do you think that's right? So he doesn't actually say that, but I think that's what he means. B is piano, and then mezzo forte in the fourth bar, a stronger sound, and then a diminuendo. So can you make that happen? Once again, same thing, big breath, don't look at the music. And... Now, here, at this point, letter C, it's pianissimo. So if you can make a gesture which suggests absolute softness of sound. Can we just try that? Just do everybody except the first violins, seconds, violas, and cellos, and of course the bass, who's not here, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. From letter C, 2, 3. B, that's beautiful. Viola's from a dum, ba, ba, ba. You can help by doing it. Ba, 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 ba. A little physical action on that. Should we try the same thing again? C, 2, 3, 3. Yes. That's like a beautiful bed for you to lie on. You know, oh, you just do your beautiful melody. All right, can you look ecstatic? Can you look ecstatic? It's very important to look the way the music is, to be the music. We ought to be able to tell by looking at you what piece you're playing. Isn't that amazing? I used to play this game with my first wife, who's a fantastic musician, and she would be at the piano. She was Yo-Yo Ma's pianist for 13 years, so she knew the whole repertoire. And I would sit at the cello, and I would go, and she would play immediately the piece, Elgar, cello concerto, like that. Or I'd go like this. And she would Haydn concerto. We didn't say a word to each other. She would know from the gesture what piece it was. So now let's get this going. Let us see, and you're going to lead it, and you're going to go, ba, ba, and you're going to go, boom, boom, 1, 2, 1, and 1. Right. Now, we're going to do it again. This time, you're going to look ecstatic, dreaming, beautiful. Ready? 1, 2, 1. Oh, it's beautiful. Great, bravo. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that great? In those days, in Elgar's days, they would have made a little slide between the B and the A. Because nobody would sing da, da, da. Can you do that? Have you learned to make slides? Not yet. Should we try? You make a slide and they'll follow it. Ready? Everybody ready? Oh, ba, ba, 1, 2, 1. Total change of mood from pianissimo to mezzo forte. That's a long way because pianissimo, piano, and then another rung up from that is mezzo forte. That was beautiful. Can you show a slide? Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. You'll have to practice that. Very good. Once again, 1 and 2 and 1 and. I want to tell you something very funny. When you did that slide, this lady here, she beamed with her face like this. She was so touched by it. That's why we do slides, is in order to touch people, because it's like more like singing. It's like sing it once. There, you made a slide. So one more time, here we go, 1, 2, and 1, and we have to practice that. Good. Now, piano is a full sound. Don't be too soft when it's piano, because otherwise you can't make a contrast with pianissimo. So play out when it's piano. And especially in English music, string music, full sound, full sound. All right, once again, should we do it one more time? 1, 2, 1. Now sing. Now look, at D, how much sound can you make? How much full, rich, gorgeous English sound can you make? Should we try from D itself, right on D? And there's a crescendo and it makes big sound. D, 1, 2, That's more like it. Now do that without me. You make it. Go from D, as much sound as you can make. One. Are you playing as loud as you're capable of playing there? Is that as loud as you can play, or can you play louder? Should we see whether you can play louder? Let's try that, fortissimo, right from there. What's the, after E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, after 5. 5 after E. Pretty good. Let's see if we can make it louder. Do it louder. Louder. Ready? Everybody has to play full out. Ready? Okay. Now we're going to do one more time, and I'm going to conduct it. Are you ready? Now, somehow, I can get it to be louder by my energy. That's what a conductor can do. You can make an orchestra sound much louder, more intense than without it. Now the question is, can you take that experience? Let's do it one more time. Ready? Everybody ready to give as much as you can? Even more? Even more? Are you ready? Even louder? Here we go. Good. Now, do it alone and see if you can get the same energy. See, feel what it felt like, and now reproduce it. Very good, very good. I'm not sure whether it was louder, but it was certainly louder than you played before. Right? So this is really good. I mean, what you're doing, what we're discovering is that an orchestra can produce an enormous amount without a conductor. Can they produce the same without a conductor as when they're on their own? Yes, I say they can. You have to work harder. Everybody has to work harder. So let's see whether we just have time to go from the beginning and see whether you can now imagine you're playing this alone, and maybe you could come up, Marietta, come here, play here, so that you're in the middle of it, and you get her energy as well, and you come also up a little bit more in the front, so they get your energy, and you come up a little bit more, change place so that, there. Just so that we can get all the adult energy we can get. Great, now. And you feel the energy of the people around you, and you're going to play absolutely flat out without a conductor. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready to be excited? Here we go, from the beginning. Yeah. Bravi. Bravi. Fantastic. Now, listen to me. These two have come all the way from Indiana to listen to you play. They just heard you play. They are delighted, and they're clapping wildly, and you're looking like this. So you say thank you for coming all the way and driving for so long, and we're so happy you're here, and thank you for your applause, and we're just so thrilled that you're here. So we do the applause, please. So here's the lesson for the conductors. The power is in the players. The power is not your power. It's not our power. It's their power. Our job is to get it out. That's all, to release it. Look at the energy that's in this little fellow. You're great, incidentally. I expect to see you in the BPYO not too long from now. But the power in this group is terrific, and our job is to enable them to be all that they can be. That's our only job. And that's what these two wonderful twins are doing. Thank you for the work you're doing. It's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And for the rest of you, I would suggest you always feel responsible for the whole group, responsible for the energy, responsible for the joy, responsible for the communication with the audience, responsible for the rhythm, and give everything you have. And the conductor's job is just to enable that to come out. Well done. Did you have a good time? Put up your hand if you had a good time. Good. That good time is available at every moment of every day for the rest of your life. But it's up to you to get it. Right. It's up to you. That is really, you can have that amount of good time at all times. Isn't that a great discovery? Thank you. Okay, great. Well done.